Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of my Sims 4 Covenant Legacy Challenge. My name is Jonathan the Simmer, and this is episode 50. Um, we are currently with Isabel Tarth and, of course, her husband Malik Benith. I said Malik Benith. I meant to say Malik Bennett, but now Malik Tarth. Currently, guys, we are hosting a funeral for Lady Reagan because she has passed away, sadly. Lady Reagan is sadly no longer with us. She passed away last episode, guys, and also a lot of things happened off screen. Not only did Lady Reagan pass away, but Lady Edgona did as well. What I've decided to do with Lady Edgona is I've decided not to host a funeral for her. I'm just going to say like that, there was a funeral for Lady Edgona. I'm not going to focus on um the families that were not at court as much. So basically, the ladies that were not on the council, I will just update you on their lives to tell you like what's going on currently. Um, but for going this from this point on going forward, anybody who's not on the council, I'm not going to like pop up to their homes unless I really feel like it. Um, Even when there's births or anything happening, I'm just going to basically update you on what's going on. So, for example, um, as well as Lady Reagan passing away, I did off screen get Clarabella and Julian married, as well as Luna and Douglas. Or was it? No, it's Clarabella and Douglas and married. Clarabella and Douglas have been married off screen. And I'm gonna just play the game while we're talking about this. But Clarabella and Douglas have been married off screen, and Julian and Luna have been married off screen. Now Luna is currently the new High Lady of Star Castle. And yeah, she's married. She's also pregnant, guys, as well as Clarabella. Um, Clarabella, Isabel, Jaleesa, and and Luna are all pregnant right now. So we have 4 pregnant Sims around the queendom right now. Isabel she just literally got pregnant a little bit ago before we did start the party. But of course, we're hosting this funeral for Lady Reagan. So let's just go ahead and get them to come upstairs because they are quite hungry. We already have some ladies here. This is Lady Clara here. She has come over to the party. The new lady hand. Let's go ahead and do a friendly introduction to her. So let's go ahead and just go ahead and greet her. And I'm going to get Malik to do the same thing so that he can go ahead and meet the lady hand officially. So go ahead, Isabel, or I think Malik's going to be here to the punch. So yeah, guys, I decided that would just be best because it'll help I don't know, it'll help us instead of like bouncing from place to place to place. It'll help us better manage our households and everything instead of doing all of this running and back and forth and stuff like that. Well, my game crashed. uh, I don't know how it happened, but I was I don't know. I don't. The Sims 4 usually doesn't crash for me, but I guess it's because of all the mods I have, because I am a heavy mod player. Um. So, and plus the new Enchanted by Force update is about to come out very soon, so the game could be acting a little bit weird. I know other update is coming on Tuesday, and a lot of mods do need updating. Not right now, but very soon due to the updates that are coming. So essentially, I basically am where I left off. Well, not where I left off last time. Oh, here's Lady Luna, guys. She is currently pregnant. Um, she's not a new High Lady of Star Castle, but like I was saying before, I basically left off where I was last time, and basically hosting the funeral for Lady Reagan. But I am deciding that I'm not going to do it anymore because that kind of drained my life force. So I guess I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of explain to you a little bit more before we do hop over to our main family. Oh wait, is there a party hosted right now? Oh no, it's not. Before we hop over to our main family, about what is going on. Oh my god, is the game about to crash again? Oh my god, I was so scared. I was so scared. I might have to. I might have to update a few mods because my game has been acting a little weird lately. But like I was trying to say before, guys, one thing that let me make sure that he goes ahead and like serve some food, I guess, so they can eat something. For now on, moving forward, we are definitely for the families that we're now focusing on. So anybody that's not on the high council, or not, maybe even the I'm gonna say for the mother seer, I will probably hop over there every now and then, like, because she is our mother seer, even though she isn't on the council. She's a very important member to our story and to the queendom. So her household will be looked after. Sometimes I do know Nadine is currently pregnant. She has had two boys so far. I think I can even look through my family tree here. Maybe, I don't know for sure. Well, I think I can. I can get to her through the tarts. Well, through, oh, here's Lady Margaret right here. So let me update you on the Bennett family currently. Figaro Bennett was born. This name was suggested to me by Fantasy Esque, which I really loved. So I didn't even randomize it. I just gave it to him. And then we have their second born son, who I recently named Fenris. And I didn't randomize that name either. I gave it to him because it was similar to Figaro, and I thought that was so cute. So his name is now Fenris Bennett. She's currently pregnant again, guys. So as we all know in my rules, you have 3 times to try for a daughter. Once you hit your third try and you basically don't have a daughter, your line ends. Your female line ends at least. So she has 3 times. She has 3 strikes and then she's out. So she's currently pregnant with her third and final child. Well, her potential final child, because she might be able to have more kids after she has her daughter. But if she has another son, then her line will end. So that's going on with Nadine right now. She's having a little bit of a problem right now, trying to produce an heiress of her own. And Margaret herself also had a similar problem, I think. So she only has one daughter, and she had 2 sons beforehand, and she didn't think to have more daughters for a potential case of basically her line ending with Nadine. But of course, she has her granddaughters born from Cyrus, Arwen, and Hestia, and then she also has a granddaughter born from her daughter-in-law, Isabel Mara Tarth, not Nara. But this is little Mara, guys, the daughter to, I don't know why she's on the floor. Let's get Isabel to actually, well, you don't have to eat. Let's go ahead and pick up Mara and put her inside her crib here. So let's go ahead and put Mara here. But yeah, guys, I decided to, just like for now on, I am not going to, for the families that's now on the council, I'm not going to go out my way to like focus on their families, unless they're imperative to the story, unless like I have to like go there because they are a part of the story in some way, like deeply in the story, because everybody's a part of the story. But anybody that's not on the high council, I'm not going to like pop over to their families and see their births and have big funerals for them. I will for the families that are on the council. So basically Lady Clara's family, Deianira's side of the family, anybody who is a part of the royal family, basically, who is a part of the high council right now. Essentially anybody that's a part of the high council will basically have a focused, portion of the series for their family. So that's just what I've decided to make it easier for myself, and that way I can just update you on all the future babies that may be born off screen. I'm gonna just update you on those things, like, if, for example, like I just did with the Bennetts, I just told you what the updates are with the Bennett family. So I will start doing stuff like that until they become like a part of the actual court and everything. But those are just some things I've decided. I hope you guys will understand that, because I need to try to find a way to like balance what I'm doing in my challenge better. And season 1 is just a test for a lot of these things. I'm pretty sure once season 2 comes around, which is going to be very, very soon, I'm going to definitely have to tweak a lot of things. I haven't had the time to, because I'd be very busy with work. And I'm currently about to take a summer class. I'm always busy with stuff. I'm currently about to take a summer class to advance my career. So Um, I'm about to be probably working in a hospital and stuff like that. Just a lot of stuff. So I have to find a way to make a lot of things easier for me, so that way, you guys can enjoy the story a lot better. But right now I am with Lady Isabel because her mother was a part of our High Council. Lady Reagan, not for she did leave the High Council in the end, but I just thought that me bouncing over to Lady Isabel would be good for us, considering that her mother used to be a part of the council, and we have to have a funeral for her. Of course, I just thought it was right. Reagan was such a good person, and she was on our council for many years. Served the queen for a long time, so I just thought it was only right that we come over here to come visit her family, what remains of her family at least, the new High Lady of Tarth Castle. So Isabel is no longer a mistress to her family. She is officially the new High Lady of the family of Tarth. Okay, guys, so we are back and we are at currently Odina Castle, guys. Today is the Roots of the Goddess, which is basically almost like Christmas in their world. They are celebrating basically their goddess, and they're putting a tree here and decorating the tree, in basically in reference to their goddess here. So right now the queen has all of her high council members and two of her grandkids with her. So guys, a few things I have done off screen is I have moved basically all of the children of the children who are eligible to come in the castle into the castle. The child, basically anybody who's on a high council, any child that they have are here right now. Except for Lady Clara, because her daughter is a young adult and there's no one over there to kind of there's no one really over at Magana Castle to kind of oversee it. So her daughter has to be at Magana Castle. So that is where Clarabella is right now. But for example, Deianira's son and her daughter Amelia have all moved inside of the castle. So this is little Prince L here. He's next to his grandmother. And little Amelia is currently on the ground in her aunt's room. For some reason, she's not supposed to be in here, but she is. That's what she wears when I just spawned in. Then we have little Thea, who is the daughter of Lady Marcella and the granddaughter of Queen Orlin. So she is also here, guys, and she's over here celebrating the roots of the goddess with her grandmother here. She's over here decorating the tree here with her grandmother. I think this is a really cool thing to see them all doing. And of course, we have both of the twins here, Nara and Saik. They are in this new toddler chamber that I have created right here. I've done a lot of things off screen, just a few things, but the twins right here are just playing in this room because they really can't decorate. So they're just up in the room right now. I do want to show you some things that I have done off screen. So I'm going to go ahead and light all the candles, I meant to say. I did basically destroy what used to be basically what used to be the caregiver home that was in the castle, where Lady Edgona used to raise the children early in the beginning of her reign. Right now this is rooms for like princes and stuff like that. So if any princes end up being children, they will sleep in this room. So basically Prince L is currently the only prince who's eligible to sleep in here, and his bed is right here, so he sleeps in this room. I might actually do a better job in like making it like a whole area where the princes sleep. I might have to see, but this is where the princes sleep right now. And they they have different rooms, and I might add more rooms for the princesses as they get older, because they are princesses. And I also added this place right here, which is another cauldron area, which I felt like we needed on the inside of the castle, because they only have like, I think, 2 places in the castle where there's a cauldron at is on the Hands Tower and Lady Clara's old bedchamber, which is now Lady Marcella's bedchamber. So I did switch this around for Lady Marcella, give it purples and everything. But this is where the new Lady Alchemist basically lies her head at night. Of course, you guys have seen the new birthing chamber. And you have just seen this area, this little cauldron area that I have created for our ladies. I'm trying to see what else I've built. Um, I don't think I built anything else. I think the only thing I actually did, oh, I did this area right here. So right here we have the sitting area when we do have births. So this is where the ladies will go ahead and sit when they are waiting on the birthing news of the newborn children. We have, of course, here the statue of what they think might be their goddess, you know, an image that they have probably created in their head. And of course, we have these fairy angels who have surrounded their goddess. As we all know, in their religion, they have fairy angels. Well, they're called angels, but we obviously see that they are fairies here. But I like to think in my mind that the fairies of their religion, they think of them as angels. So they wouldn't even call them fairies, they would call them angels. But these fairies here, they are protecting their goddess. These angels, they are protecting their goddess, and this has always been a thing within their religion, which I loved about them. Yeah, that is that. I thought it was a really cool touch, like the goddess looking over the birthing chamber with her angels protecting her. And the other thing that I did was I finally made the young girls home part of our household. So it used to be its own thing, but I have decided in the second generation, guys, just so I can get closer with the children of the high ladies, I am going to definitely make it to where the high ladies' children will come in a castle with us and they will live in this area. I will probably in the next generation make a, well, I'm not going to make it because there's already somebody for that, but there will be a woman who will oversee the children, who will make sure that they are doing certain things, who will be training them, you know, basically helping raising them. So there will be a woman who will live in here in this area. We will not make them separate from the household. They're going to actually live in the household. But yeah, but they'll be in charge of basically, for example, Thea Crescent or any other children, that little girls that may move inside the castle. So Marcella is going to have more children that move in because she does have two other daughters, Robin and Helen. So when they do become children, they're going to be here as well. And of course, the princesses, they won't be in that home because they will have their own rooms. They are a part of the royal family, so they're not going to have the same things as the noble ladies of the court. Even though Thea is Elle just became good friends with his mother. Even though Thea is technically a royal heiress, she is not going to she's still, even though she's technically royalty, she's still a noble at the end of the day, and she does not have the same privileges as her royal cousins do. So I just wanted to make that clear. So let's go ahead and decorate with a garland. Let's do a red and gold ribbon, or popcorn and cranberries. I've never seen that one. Let's get them to go ahead and do it all together. Joel's here. How about we get Joel to come join us? Come on, Joel. Join the fun. So yeah, guys, I just thought that was a cool touch. I was testing a lot of things out and to see how they will work in this generation, and some things worked and some things didn't, and I just have to accept that. I do want to try to get more of the personalities of our young ladies. So that's exactly why I moved Thea inside of the castle, and in the future, other high ladies who are part of the castle will have the same things going on for them. I think that'll be a really cool thing to do. Decorate ornaments. Let's see, red and gold, and let's go ahead. Oh, no. You got to deal with somebody. Decorate with ornaments, red and gold. And we're going to go ahead and get all of you to do it together. There we go. But yeah. So guys, as we all know, Queen Orlin is in her final days of life. And I can definitely say probably in the next episode, she might pass away, sadly, or maybe the episode after that. But the queen is getting up there in age, sadly, and I'm pretty sure she's going to be calling LOD back home at any moment, because she wants to make sure that her daughter is here when the time does come for her to pass on her crown. Rhaenyra just became good friends with Thea. Oh, she's becoming good friends with her niece. Oh, that is so cute. Um, see, decorates Hopper. Let's do a red and white to modern. Why not? I guess the kids can't do that one because it's so tall up there. But yeah, she's definitely in her final days, and I'm pretty sure she's going to want, um, you know, her daughter to come back to court, and I'm feeling very unsatisfied in our romantic relationship. Ooh, interesting. Let's see what this is. The lack of a connection is causing dread of solitude. Encourage your Sims to nurture their relationship and learn to enjoy their own company. Remember, oh, she has a fear of being alone. Oh, poor Dianira. Poor Dianira. But yeah, we're gonna definitely have to call over LOD, not this episode, maybe the next one. Because Orlin, she feels that her body's getting weaker. She knows that she does not have long for this mortal plane. You know, I feel like the whole Giselle situation really drained her. You know, for years, she wasn't directly hypnotized or anything like that, but her mind was altered for many years, believing that her good friend Audra was the one who did those horrible things to her daughter and altered basically the course of Sirius, killing her daughter. She thought that she was the one who did all of this, and come to find out, it was the woman, the Lady Knight, who did it. It was the woman who she thought was the savior to her queendom, who did this to her. And I'm pretty sure she feels, a little bit embarrassed by that, because she was not able to, despite all this stuff that she's done for her queendom and her race, the fact that she, got them from a broken planet, a salvage one at that, because they salvaged old Sirius, but she got them from a broken planet, made them find a new home, and in this new home, they are still acting a plumb fool. Granted, these witches, they did not cause the destruction of their old planet. It was the other witches who died, who did. But Orlin, with a few select witches, they were able to escape their old world. And the reason why they left their old world was because of all the magical warfare that was going on. And Orlin, she got them away from that, and then they come here and they're scheming and plotting everywhere. The witches are not very, like, I wouldn't say, I feel like the witches, they are not as, like, I feel like they're a very tight-knit community now. I wouldn't say that in their old world they were, but definitely in this world right now, they are a very tight-knit community. And I feel like they were trying to create a new culture to where they were more close. They were more close and stuff like that, especially now because they are so small. Let's go ahead and put Amelia here while she's getting her. Actually, Amelia has to age up too, so I might just do that right now. But yeah, they were trying to create a new culture to where they were stronger, more loyal to one another. And I feel like they somewhat did achieve that, because they are trying to create that. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure she is disappointed in Giselle, in herself even, for killing someone. And I feel like maybe in private, she has definitely talked to basically Marcella about this, and maybe have deeply apologized for being the cause of basically her mother's death, and saying how much she, wish she can go back into time. But she can't do that. She made a mistake. And I feel like Orlin is very, very much, heartbroken by the fact that she had to kill her friend, Audra. She was almost like a sister to her. Audra was one of the first people who followed her over to this new world, who, help her create a new culture for their witches, a new home for their witches. And she had to put her to death for false accusations, which is just, it's a very sad thing, but it's what happened, truly. So the queen is going to go ahead and put Amelia down in her crib, and then she's going to immediately age her up, because Amelia's birthday is today. So I'm gonna come over here and not oh I'm on her character. That's why I was like, use diaper. What are you talking about, Orlin? Let's go ahead and age her up. So another thing I do want to get done this episode, guys, is getting Deianira pregnant with her third child. I think it's only right. Something that is very crazy to me, guys, is that Deianira is aging up in 3 days compared to Elodie's 7 days of aging up. I find that very, very interesting, guys, because I mean, Deianira is obviously younger than Princess Elodie, so I don't know. I kind of think it's realistic that sometimes not everybody dies and dies in the same rate as other people. Deianira is going to become an elder a lot faster than her sister because of she didn't get pregnant as much. But I feel like that's somewhat realistic because not everybody dies at the same time, even when you're born, before someone else. But I am going to try to help her out a little bit. I am going to get her pregnant one more time. She's going to have her final child tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on. Well, it's already. I'm gonna turn it on for right now because I want them to kind of do what they need to do. I'm going to go ahead and get her to use the restroom and probably eat something because she is pretty hungry. And I think that I might cut. Why can't you use the restroom? What's going on? Oh, Amelia just aged up. She's a charmer. Okay, I gotta come back over there. Let's go ahead and use the restroom here. But little Amelia has aged up into a toddler, guys, and it looks like she has her mother's ear. So that is so cute. Another granddaughter to Queen Orlin. Kylus has sent her a gift, as well as R1. Who else has sent her a gift? Audra. Oh, this is Audra's granddaughter too. Oh, that is so sad. Thomas has sent her a gift as well. Oh, that's gonna make me cry, guys. Oh, that's gonna make me cry. I'm not gonna give her a makeover yet. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm going to go ahead and put her. Let's see. I'm gonna put her upstairs. Someone is eating dirt was okay, but someone said eating dirt was okay, but someone else said eating dirt will make you die. Is it okay to eat dirt? Eating dirt is unhealthy. It is unhealthy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Queen Orlin bring her granddaughter Amelia. Is she sleepy? You know what? I'm just gonna cheat her needs. I know. I hate doing that, but I'm gonna do it today, and I'm going to get the queen to go ahead and read her granddaughter Amelia to sleep. What about the twins here? I'm gonna do the same thing for them. I might get them to go to bed because I cannot be bothered right now. So let's go ahead and get the twins to go to bed. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get Amelia to go upstairs so she can go to bed. I just keep looking for it, I guess. Are you gonna bring it up there? Okay, good. So yeah, guys, I just find all of this very interesting, and one thing I really did not discuss much was how Elodie would have felt about the whole Giselle situation, which I feel like I should have. And considering how close Elodie was with Giselle, and I do feel like, guys, the whole Giselle thing definitely broke Elodie in a way, because let's go ahead and get our lady stewardess to handle this, which is Deianira. I feel as if that would have broke her because of how close her and Giselle were. The fact that her good aunt basically hurt her in such a way and left her scarred, it definitely put something in her heart. I feel like, she always knew that basically Giselle felt a way about her daughter, but I don't think she realized how deep it went. And I feel like part of the reason why she always kept, why can't you use the restroom? Why can't you go downstairs and use the restroom there? Why? Well, this game loves to make me upset. Can you use the restroom here, Deianira? Can you go to your bedroom and use the restroom? You can. I don't know what's going on down there then. But I think that the reason why Elodie always kind of where is Orlin? Oh, she's here. I feel like the reason why the princess always kind of shielded essentially her mother, I mean from her Giselle from her daughter, was because she knew Giselle did not like the vampires, and I feel like she subconsciously knew that she didn't really like her daughter. I don't think she really, it was not in the front of her mind, but it was definitely in the back of her mind that Giselle did not like her daughter. And I feel like the fact that it was all confirmed at basically her execution probably really, really, really hurt her in so many ways. What's going on, Nara? Okay. Okay. Nara. Okay, you know what? No. Bedtime story. Let's get your mother to do it. Let's just do that. But I definitely do think it hurt not Elodie in a way, and I don't think that she would probably ever trust anyone that way again, like she did with Giselle, is what I'm gonna take from that. Because I don't know, like she basically had her children around Giselle. Giselle was like almost like a second mother to her in a way, always being there for her and stuff like that. And the fact that she killed her own sister and had this much resentment towards Moira and what her mother basically had going on within her queendom, I definitely feel like it's hardened Elodie as a mother, and definitely would, kind of change the way she kind of handles her children around other people. But that's just my personal opinion on that matter. Let's go ahead and get the queen to use the restroom, and yeah, come on, queenie, come use the restroom. And let's see, has Dionira, she's going downstairs to get her something to eat, and then right after we do this, what happened with the tenant? They were unable to fix it. But yeah, right after we get Dionira to go ahead and eat, I'm gonna get her to go to the harem so that she can try for a baby with her concubine, basically. So let's go ahead and get her to grab some roast chicken. And after I do this, guys, I am going to be right back. Well, guys, as I was about to get our princess to try for a baby with her concubine, Joel ended up dying. Oh my god. This is so sad. Joel ended up dying her own father. I think she's gonna come over here and weep for him. You guys were just at Sunneth Castle. This is so sad. Oh, I don't know how. This is just so much going on, guys. I'm definitely going to have to host a little bit of a funeral at the end of the episode for them. I'm still going to get these two to try for a baby because I'm not going to end that process. Actually, instead of weeping for your father, come in here. I'm gonna get you guys to come up in here. This is sad, and I'm so wrong for doing this, but are you not a part of the same? Okay, let me go ahead and add you to the group and get you to come up in here. But yeah, I might be wrong for doing this, guys, but I have a mission and I'm going to complete this mission. Come up in here, Thomas. Perform self-reflection. Okay. Oh god, he was reaped. Okay, this is so sad, guys. Move into yeah, let's just move into the house's inventory here. I'm going to go ahead and put this in Dionira's inventory. Did it go in? It did. So Joel's remains are inside her inventory. Oh my god, Orlin's not sad about it. It looks like a lot of people are sad about it though. Why are you sad about it, Celestia? You are not friends with Joel. And oh, that was his grandfather and her grandfather. This is very sad, guys. I cannot believe this is happening again. All the old folks are dying. What are you doing? Don't sleep yet. Don't sleep yet. Let's get you two to come up here to try for a baby. Try for a baby with Thomas, because we need to know if you're going to get pregnant. Now, I do find this very interesting, guys, the fact that her father did die, which means she won't get a total, her fault, whatever influence points her father did have, it would not go to Princess Deianira, sadly. So his influence points have passed on with Deianira. I mean, his influence points have passed on with him, so he's not going to get the chance to pass it on to his daughter. But yeah, guys, Joe has passed away. I do find it very, very sad. Deianira did have that was her father, and she just lost him. I wonder if, I feel like the queen would be a little bit sad about this. Joe has been in her life for a very, very long time, and out of all her concubines, well, out of the two concubines she had left, Joel was the one she basically had the most romantic relationship with, because her relationship with Soren is non-existent. I'll just tell you that right now. Let's go ahead and get her to take a pregnancy test. So she definitely did have like somewhat of a romantic relationship with Joel, so their feelings were still there with them. So I don't know why she isn't mourning him. Maybe she was like, maybe Orlin, you know what? We're going to talk about this when we hop back over to the household. We're going to host a little bit of a funeral in the morning to basically mourn the loss of Joel. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about all of these details at the funeral. Oh, it's so sad. She lost her father, and she's pregnant. So, I mean, with death comes new life, as sad as that sounds. Oh my God, I'm evil for that. I am evil for that. I'm really sad for Joel though, because Joel was literally my favorite concubine out of all of Queen Orlin's consorts. So I do find it very, very sad that essentially he did pass on, because he was my favorite. He definitely was. My two favorites, I think, were Matthias and definitely Matthias and Joel. So it's very sad that Joel did die, because he was the first person that Queen Orlin did lay with. She could have had her first kid with him, but that did not happen. But anyway, guys, you know what? Because she did not tell him, let's go ahead and tell Thomas. Share the big news with him that he's going to be a father. So come on, Deianira, tell him that he's going to be a father. Yep. You're going to be a dad. Another one. And then we're gonna go ahead and send her home. So I'll see you guys at the funeral. Okay, guys, so we're back, and we are currently hosting the funeral for the concubine Joel, as he has passed away earlier, of course. So in fact, the queen is definitely mourning the loss of Joel. She has a mourning sentiment from it. It says, from losing a loved one. And she's going to be mourning him for 2 days. I guess it didn't settle in while we were away. When we did come back, she was very much sad about the death of Joel. So the queen is taking Joel's death very, very hard. So, you know, he is right here he's resting next to Matthias. And it says here, Joel, the first concubine and paramour to Queen Orlin. Now, paramour and concubine can be used in the same sense. But in my way of thinking, I feel like whenever I say paramour, I feel like I would say like the queen's somebody that she really loved, or like a lover to the queen. And I would say that Matthias and Joel were definitely lovers to Queen Orlin. They were her paramours. They were not just her concubines. They were people that she actually loved. I don't know about Soren. I feel like she cared about Soren, but I don't think she was in love with Soren at any point in her life. But I definitely do think she was in love with Joel and Matthias. And that's why I put paramour there. Matthias, a beloved concubine and paramour to Queen Orlin, and Joel, the first concubine and paramour to Queen Orlin. I think that's how she would want them to be remembered, as paramours. But Soren, of course, I don't think he was a paramour to Queen Orlin. But right now, of course, Joel's small family here, they are mourning the loss of him. We have little Amelia here, who I did give a little bit of a makeover to, guys. Let me get closer to her. Oh, she's in her grandmother's hand. So you can't really see her, but she has basically the same genetics as her brother L here. So, he's also very, very sad about the death of his grandfather. He's taken it very, very hard. His grandfather did help raise him when they were living in Sunneth Castle. That was somebody that took care of him a lot. So I'm pretty sure he's taken this very, very hard. But I was going to go ahead and host like a big party for Joel, but I don't think that was appropriate for a concubine. I don't think they would have given him a grand celebration. It may be like a private one at home, but they are definitely mourning him. I think Queen Orlin is very, very sad about Joel, as I feel like anyone would be after losing someone that they loved. She was having a rocky time with Joel later in his life, and I feel like she probably regrets a lot of things because she couldn't be there for him like she wanted to. And also another thing I think that is going on with Queen Orlin, guys, like she's getting old. She's about to pass away very, very soon. I feel like all this death is very much making her weak and sad, and she probably doesn't know what to do, considering that a lot of the people that, was around her and that who started this legacy with her, this family with her, this queendom with her, a lot of them are passing away, and I think that is really getting to Queen Orlin, and she doesn't know really what to do. And of course, Deianira just lost basically her father, the only person who was always in her corner compared to everyone else. I'm pretty sure her mother has been there for her every now and then, but Joel has always been a steady person in Deianira's corner, and he is now gone. No, she really has no one now other than her mother. And like we said before, she's a very paranoid woman, so this is probably going to be this is going to take a toll on her. She's not even going to get the influence points that her father had, because I was calculating them, and he had quite a few. But she's not going to get those influence points. I thought that he would have had a little bit more time, but apparently he did not. But he passed away before Orlin could, so sadly Deianira will not have those influence points. Now, before I do end the episode, because I will end the episode off for Deianira, I do want to show you guys what I did forget to show you guys earlier, which is Lady Clara's newly decorated room. Let me see, turn on these lights, all lights. I'm gonna just light all the candles, but this is Lady Clara's newly decorated bedchambers. This is how they look, and I just kind of changed the colors of it, took a few things out of it and replaced some things. But this is how her new bedchambers look. I think I like this. I like this a lot. She took her old bedchamber that she had in her old rooms here, and she put them in the hand tower. So she didn't really get new furniture. She kind of just used the same furniture she had before, which I feel like fits her character. But yeah, she's very, very much living comfortably now, which I do like for Clara. I just wanted to show you guys that before I did end the episode off with Clara. I mean, with the with Princess Deianira and her children and her mother. So anyway, guys, yeah, sadly Joel has passed away, but it is the way things are. She is now a single mother with 2 kids and pregnant again. But she has her mother, at least. She has her mother. Princess Deianira at least has her mother, though she does not have her father. But anyway, guys, my name is Ronald the Simmer, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.